Welcome to another episode of Fishing Gear and Tech News, the FGTN podcast, here on a Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Thanks for hopping on. Let me know if you're joining down in the chat or down in the comments if you're part of the replay squad. Who's here? Where you're tuning in from? Have you been out on open water yet this year? How's it going for you so far? And I actually dropped a question down in the chat before the stream even started. What new fishing gear have you seen that you're excited about so far? So let me know down in the comments as you're hopping in here. We have got a good show set up for tonight. We've got several new pieces of gear that I'm excited to talk about that I've discovered in the last week here. And we've got a ton of deals as well. So there's a lot of really cool stuff, whether you're a boat fisherman, a shore fisherman, an ice fisherman, you name it. There's a lot of really good deals that are going on out there right now. So let's see here. Trusty's going to have to watch it tomorrow. Dang, Trusty. Wish you were here to tune in with us tonight and join in on the conversation. But we'll look for your comments on the replay. Shane, Kentucky, tuning in. Nice to see you. John Zick, what's up from Nebraska? Here fishy, ice fishing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks for tuning in, John Zick. Really appreciate you. More than you know. Hello from MT. What's up, Adhoss? Thanks for tuning in. All right, let me pull up our first topic for the evening here. Donovan, hello from Iowa. Thanks for tuning in here. Have you guys seen this before? It's on the thumbnail. It's rolling the video in the background on the webpage. You see how it's glowing? Those are actually LED lights on the trailer bunks of this boat trailer. Pretty sweet. We're going to talk about that. This is the first product. So I just discovered this actually last night. I was online and I saw this pop up. So believe it or not, these are actually wooden bunks that have grooves in them that they put LED lights in. And then there's a synthetic bunk cover that goes over it. These ones are clear, obviously, so that way you can see the LED light, but they make black ones as well. And you can paint the wood. There's a lot of cool things you can do. So let's go ahead and show you here. It's 100% USA made, Gatorback soft synthetic bunk covers, outperform and outlast carpet boat bunks in every way. Let me know if you've heard of these. Rated for use on all hull types with sizes to fit all cradles, lifts, and trailers. So my boat trailer is a roller trailer. It's just the one that came with the boat. So I didn't get to decide. Otherwise, I would have chosen a bunk trailer because I've heard they're a lot better. And you can do cool things like this. So I'm a little sad that I can't, but maybe one day here I'll upgrade to a bunk trailer if the time comes around. But let me know here. Do you have a bunk trailer? Do you have a roller trailer? If you have a trailer, this is what they got. So they do more than just trailers as well. So they've got docks and bumpers, boat motor towing accessories as well. So let's go ahead and click on the product information, the bunk cover kits. Let's look a little bit at this. So replace worn and dirty bunk carpet with a strong and durable replacement. They're made right here, USA made in Claremont, Minnesota. So not too far from where I live, just a couple hours away. But the way that it works is so they give you the covers themselves. So these are wrapped in a spiral that you're going to see here with cellophane, and it slips over the top of the bunk itself. In fact, I think if we go to the installation guide, it actually talks us through more of how it actually works. But I don't see it here. All right, let's go back to product information. LED lighting. Here you go. So you can see here we go. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for here. I know it's a PDF, but you can see here. So on the left, and I know my zoom function isn't going to work for this, so you'll have to bear with me trying to zoom in on the page, but I can't actually zoom in with my magnifying glass. So right here on the left, what you're going to see is these are typically wooden bunks, or they're wooden bunks with a carpet wrapped around them. What you do is you take the carpet off, and then this is like a rubber that you can see here in this picture that slides over the top of the piece of wood, and then it screws down on it. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple, but it makes sense. The ones on the right that you can see are actually clear covers. So you can put LED strips underneath. So you can see here, if you use the clear cover, there's actually spots underneath where you can put LED lights. They recommend you marking where the groove lines are, putting grooves inside of the board. So marking, planning, and cutting grooves for the LED strips. And then you place the LED strips under. I imagine this would take quite a bit of time, but it is possible to do yourself. And then you put the clear cover over the top. So pretty cool. Here's just some examples of people that have painted the wood. So you can actually put lights on there if you want, and then actually paint the wood whatever bright color that you want. So that way they still look colored as well. Kind of a cool feature here. I really like the color in the glow. You can see how well it sits down in the groove. I think I read somewhere that they'll actually even make you some of the boards too if you wanted to, which is kind of cool, probably if you're close and local to them. But I thought that was pretty cool. I can't, for some reason, I saw this on, I think it was on Facebook ad or something like that. If you say you want to buy now and we go to the LED lighting accessories, nothing pops up. I don't know what's going on with their website, but no matter what you click on, nothing comes up in the store to be able to buy. Oh, now the page is working. Okay, cool. So you can see these are large and beam bunk kits. Let's see. I don't even know how much these are. 2x4 bunk cover kit. So if you have 2x4 bunks, here we go. $0.00. That seems like a great deal. 2x4 flat. Because you got to choose here. So if we were to say we want clear because we want to do the LED lights underneath, and they're 8 foot, they're probably longer than that. 16 foot, $340 for a 16-foot kit. What I don't know is, does it come with 2 of them? Or does it come with 2 Gatorback synthetic bunk covers in the selected length and color, 4 molded end caps, all stainless steel hardware needed for installation and quick installation steps. It does not come with the LED lights. Those would be an add-on. So if you have 2 16-foot bunks, that would be $340. So not cheap by any means, but kind of a cool upgrade if you were looking at them. John Zick says they look interesting. Hey, what's up, Rich? Thanks for tuning in. You may need to redo your bunk boards, so you may need to check these out. Yeah. Yeah, for that price, you're staying with carpet. I totally agree. I did not know before what the price was. If they're 8 feet, they're $183. But like, it just depends on your trailer, right? If you have multiple bunks, I mean, you're going to need multiple kits, right? I wonder if the black are cheaper. Nope. So the color doesn't seem to matter with the pricing on it. What's up, OTC Outdoor Adventures? Thanks for tuning in from Otter Tail County. All right, moving on to the next cool product that we got tonight to talk about. I have never seen anything like this. Like, this is, to me, this was crazy. At first, I thought, oh, this is pretty gimmicky, but then it started to click in my brain a little bit, and I'm like, oh, this actually seems pretty interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a video. I think I've got a video queued up for this guy. Yes, the Reelview fishing. And then we're going to talk about it because I think this video does justice. It won't play very well if I click here, so I've got it loaded in. So I'm going to play this, and we'll be back in 1 minute and 9 seconds.
And the big way that I'd say Reelview enhances your fishing experience is through excitement. Being able to see the eat live 100 feet down is a thrill like no other.
Wow, barracuda. Barracuda looking at it. Yeah. Here he comes. Oh, we got it.
My background's in electrical engineering, specifically underwater electronics. So I started thinking about this problem and started getting really excited about a solution to it. If you want to transmit video data from an underwater camera, the underwater physics make anything but a wired connection impossible. So we set out to create a fishing line that was capable of video data transmission while retaining all the properties of high-quality fishing line. So the first and biggest problem we solved at Reelview was that line, which we now call Eline. It looks like, feels like, and acts like traditional fishing line while also being capable of transmitting video data.
Goliath, black grouper, nurse shark. Oh, Goliath's gonna eat it. I would just wanted to right now.
How cool is that, right? So what we're looking at here is we've got a rod and a reel, and I'll scroll down and I think there's more here, but this line is actually a line that has video transmission signal through it. So the line goes up into the reel. You can see the wire that comes out of the back of the reel here. Let me do this. So there's a wire that comes out of the back of the reel. It goes up here and it goes to a box on the rod. And so I'll scroll down so you can see it. It goes to this box right here. And then you can see that it plugs in, right? And that wire, it supposedly is just like fishing line and performs just like it. I don't know what test, right? I would imagine this has got to be a very heavy duty 50-pound Eline, 300-foot pre-spooled on your reel for you. So you get real-time video. So most of the underwater cameras that exist out there today that you can clip onto your line, because AquaView has this. There's other companies that have them too, but I know AquaView for sure has one that you can clip on your line. And I think it's only like $100. What's different about that is that has an SD card in it and it records right on it. So you can't actually see it until you pull your line up, pull the SD card out, or Bluetooth pair it with your phone. Once it's out of the water, you can't do it in the water because you can't get video transmission, radio waves, and you can't get any of that through the water. And so what this does is it's actually transmitting the video from this camera, which is this cylinder item here. That's what's connected to the line, and the camera's down here on the bottom of it. And then the line transmits the video data up to this box. And then what you're going to see this guy's got here is his phone attached to his arm. And so he's actually watching it on his phone. He's not watching it from this box. This box is just the recorder and transmitter. So that way he can connect it to his phone and watch it live. You can record it, all of that type of thing. So it's kind of cool. Custom engineered rod and reel. So they made the rod and reel specifically to work with it. So what's unique about this is the reel that has the wire in the fishing line, which is pretty unique. It's got an ultra low light lens. You can get 2.6K video, which is awesome. Double 1080 resolution, real-time temperature and depth data, 160-degree ultra wide underwater viewing angle, 6 hours of system battery, record to the device or a micro SD, iOS and Android app. So pretty freaking cool. So this is what you get. This is not on the market yet. This is a pre-order item right now, which I am not going to pre-order. When I show you the price, it's going to be crazy. It doesn't come out yet, I think, until later this year or early 2025. We'll look at that here in a second. I'm jumping ahead. So you get the RV1 Rod, you get the RV1 Reel, right, in the RV1 base station. So RV stands for Reelview, 1 being, obviously, this is their first product that they've came out with. And then you get a pre-spooled replacement E-line, the camera, and you can see 300 feet of E-line ready to be attached to it. So that's what you get on a 7-foot, 0-inch, medium heavy, fast action rod. I hope that I can see this at ICAST this year when I go down there to try it out. Again, I'm not intending on purchasing one because it is crazy expensive, but it would be cool to see how it works and get some video footage. So I will try my hardest to make a video with this if they're at ICAST. I might actually reach out and see if they're at ICAST so I can try it out, try to set up some time with them because I'm sure they're going to be crazy busy. And just some really cool pictures of how the product works here. So step 1, what you would do is you attach the reel to the rod and run the E-line through the line guides like anything else. You can see the tip on that line is what plugs into the camera. You can see it's got a swivel connection here on the back of the camera. You screw it off, you feed the line in, and then you screw it down to tighten it on. That's how it works. They recommend using a leader line of 30 pounds or less to ensure your leader will break away in the event of snagging your hook. You don't want more than that because, of course, if you put heavier duty line on than that, you could break this video line before your leader line breaks. I don't typically ever fish with a heavier line than that, so I would be okay. So it's the equivalent of about a 30-pound monofilament line, ultra low stretch, similar to braided line. How cool is that? Patent pending innovation that enables fishing with live video through the line. That is super, super cool. You can rewatch it. So they've got an app, what anglers are saying. Evidently, there's people that have tried this thing out. Seems pretty cool. Some footage that we saw. We just watched that video there. 160-degree angle. That's almost a full 180, like half of a circle. You can almost see directly horizontally, which is pretty cool. Share moments directly from the app. The battery life on it, 6 hours of continuous use. You can extend the battery life to 8 to 10 hours, full day by always powering it down when not in use. Has a USB-C port to allow charging of the device. Pretty cool. All right. So this is how it works if you were interested in buying it or seeing what the price is. So it's pre-orders will open soon. And so what you would do is you sign up now to access the launch day deal of up to 30% off. It's 83% claimed. I have no clue how many there are. So if you put in your email and you click get discount, what will happen? I already did this. But essentially what it does, let me see, see if this works. Boom. All right. So it's $99 due today. That's a deposit. It's a refundable deposit, essentially, is what you're putting down. But you lock in early access to the RV1 and you save 32% off the retail of $1,899. So the pre-order price is $1,299. You're putting $99 down. Again, fully refundable. But when the first shipments begin, you'll have the option to pay the remainder $1,200 to complete the order. So you get a rod, a reel with this video line on it in the camera. And my understanding is you get an extra reel with extra set of 300 Eline on it. $12.99. That to me seems absolutely insane. I can't justify that. Like it seems like crazy expensive. I don't know how they came up with the price on it, but evidently they're 83% already booked. I don't know who's pre-ordering these. I don't know how many they have. Maybe they've only got 25 of them or something like that they're pre-ordering. I don't know, but that's crazy. That is crazy expensive. So the discount is the 32% off that you could get. Let me know what are your guys' thoughts on this thing? We got Donovan talking about not sure why more people are not replacing wood bunk boards with plastic lumber. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense back to the previous topic we were talking about to just use like a composite or something like that. But they make the rubber covers for them. And I'm sure there's other companies too, other than the one that we were talking about. Could you imagine getting that wrapped in the prop? Oh my gosh, your heart. But like, I wonder though, so that if they give you an extra reel with line on it, that would be nice. But what I don't know is like, how much extra is it? Like if you needed to, like if that happened and you needed more Eline, so a reel and Eline, because I think from my understanding, I could be wrong, but it almost sounds like the Eline has to come with the reel itself. I could be wrong. Maybe you can just buy the 300 feet of Eline. I'm not sure. Pre-spooled replacement Eline. You see how it's actually already on I guess it's on the spool. It's not on the reel. So like, how much is that to replace? To answer your question, like if that happens, do you have to have a couple extra on hand? I'm not sure. Cool tech, not so cool price. Totally agree, Blaine. I'd lose that thing in about 3 gas. Price will come down someday. Too rich for my blood. Totally agree, Rich. Would make for some great footage for YouTube videos. It would. It would. I'm gonna do some underwater underwater video with an underwater camera this year. I'm hoping to be able to use an underwater drone this year as well, on open water, not just ice fishing. Of course, ice fishing, but open water as well. So we'll see how that goes. This is really cool. I am pretty stoked, but it would make some pretty cool footage. All right. Next thing, I feel like I'm on a rod kick, and I'm not purposely trying to find rods to talk about on the show, but this one I thought was interesting. You guys know me. My goal is not to ever bash on a brand or anything like that, and I've never used this product, so I mean, it could be absolutely everything they're talking about. But my little, I don't know what you call them, but my feelings going off that this is a marketing tactic more so than a innovative rod, but I could be completely wrong. So I got to give them the benefit of the doubt. So there is a company called Cashion American Made Fishing, and they came out with a couple of new rods. It's 2 new rods called forward-facing Sonar rods to the market. And supposedly in this article, what they talk about is that they are intended to be castable in a way for you to control your bait and have more concise casts. And that's why they're forward-facing rods, from my understanding in reading this article. And so what that's going to do is allow you to place it within the beam of your forward-facing sonar more accurately and more frequently, which is going to allow you to get a better forward-facing sonar experience when you're using like live scope or something like that. I thought this was pretty interesting. It says, it makes the difference. Here, I'll zoom in to make this bigger for you guys. It makes the difference between potentially catching a fish and actually landing one. And like the graphs they complement, our new forward-facing sonar rods are a must for competitive anglers who want every advantage in those areas. I think I've got a video. Yeah, a minute and a half. Let's watch this and we'll talk a little bit more about it.
Hey everybody, Jason Holland, Cashion Fishing Rods. Been out on the water today fishing the brand new Cashion Icon forward-facing sonar rods. Got them in 2 models. We got them in the medium lure and we also have them in the light lure. Today we chose the light lure model, which is a 7-foot, 5-inch length. It's a medium light power, got a fast action, which is designed perfectly to optimize throwing these small 1/4 ounce minnow type style baits when you're out there live scoping. It's got our CR6R, which is those premium blank that we have. It's got our carbon fiber butt grip. It's got the VSS reel seat, which is super comfortable, but we're really excited that we have our new K-frame style series of guides. They're extremely durable. But what makes them even better is the fact that it's for weight reduction, and with that zirconium insert, it's braid rated, super smooth. So make sure you go out and check out the brand new Cashion Icon forward-facing sonar rods.
All right, so what do you guys think? Watching that video, what does it make you think? Worth it? Something you want to buy? This is what they say. This craftsmanship starts with rolling rod blanks in-house using advanced interface bonding, AIB, super fancy words, to combine mechanical and additive technology and create ultra-high bond strength between the matrix of carbon fiber and proprietary engineered epoxy. So they're using carbon fiber and epoxy is essentially what that said. With the unsanded feather light blank completely encapsulated, protected, and enhanced by industry-leading processes. The Cashion team then adds custom components like its graphite reel seats and signature carbon fiber fiberglass butt grips. They're built to be both ultra durable and remarkably sensitive, with each step providing a distinguished look, a hard-wearing composition, and an effortless feel so anglers can throw baits all day long with accuracy, ease, and comfort. You're going to want both rods. So my understanding is they got the 2 rods. One's a 7.5 fast, medium, light. The other's a 7.4 fast, medium. The First one, the fast, medium, light, is intended for a little bit of a lighter weight lure, 1/16 of an ounce to 5/16, and then the other one's 5/16 to 8/16, essentially. Really small window of lure weight there. Each one's, so this one's 4/16, and this one's 5/16 of range. Pretty small. So you can see the MSRP here is $234.95, $235 for either of the rods. So they've got it on their website here. So they've got, they look sweet, right? I almost, like, I can't just, like, I'm not seeing enough here to make me think that this is going to be better than the rods that I'm going to be getting soon. So I'm going to be getting the Apex, the T1 from Tune Up Custom Rods. I'm going to be getting the Tria Rod, the X6. So those are the two new big rods that I want to try this year. I've also got the Tuned Up Custom Rods Apex, the blue ones, which is their top of the line before this year. And then I have some really nice Daiwa rods that I like. So my thought is I'm gonna have those 4 rods. I'm gonna put head to head. From what I saw here, it's good marketing, right? Everybody's jumping on forward-facing sonar. Like anywhere you go on YouTube, I mean, you guys know this, right? Everybody's talking about forward-facing sonar. Get it, don't get it, ban it, don't ban it. You know, I want 12 transducers on my boat, or I want none. There's a lot of drama around it and a lot of clickbait around it. And I think what Cashion's doing here, which is a very smart marketing move, is leveraging that and saying, what are the things that make a rod good for forward-facing sonar? Well, it's accuracy. Well, guess what? That has nothing to do with forward-facing sonar. That has to do with just fishing in general. And I would argue that most rod companies are probably trying to do the same thing and making a rod that's accurate for casting. So I'm not seeing anything here in terms of how they make it. I'm no expert, but I'm not seeing anything. You guys tell me, is there anything that you saw in that video or on this website that you're seeing here that's making you feel like this is going to perform better than any of the others out there? Maybe you guys already have one of their Icon rods. Let me know. Have you tried any of the rods out? Are they absolutely phenomenal? Is it worth the money? Both of these rods right now are $234.95, so they're not on sale. These are full price rods. They look like super sweet rods. Maybe one day I'll pick them up and try them, especially if they drop on sale. It might be worth a comparison. Let me know what you think. Cashion has great rods. This just seems like a marketing grab. Yep, John, I would agree with you. Think it will catch more fishermen than fish. I agree with you, Blaine. Marketing scam. Learn to cast better if you can't hit the sonar beam. That like definitely helps. Yeah, I will say one thing though. The Tria Rods, the X6, it makes sense with the weave pattern that they're doing. Like those rods, I'm highly impressed with. I can't wait to get my hands on them. I think though, but they don't market those as forward-facing sonar rods, right? So I think that it will be interesting to see how these rods compare. I'll have to find somebody that's got one of these, and then maybe we can swap rods around and do like an unfiltered review. Like, what do you think? Fish a day with each other's rods. What do you think comparing them side by side? That'd be kind of fun. So let me know if any of you pick up this rod. Let me know. Not encouraging you to buy if you want, but if you already have one or are looking at picking one up, let me know. If you live close to me, maybe we'll swap rods for a week or two. We'll have you on the podcast and we'll talk about what we think. That'd be kind of cool. Let me know. What's the cost on the Tria rods? $299 for the X6. Tria rods. Talked about these last week. So if you missed last week's episode, we talked about this quite a bit. They've got 2 rod families. They've got the 6X and the 3X. The 6X is their ultra premium. This is $299. This compares. What's interesting about Tria is they don't sell through any retailers. So this is in comparison, price point wise, to like a $700 rod, supposedly. There's a lot of guys that are out there that have used these, that have said great things about them, scientifically backed. Like they have a lot of research and data on this. Like you can you can actually dig into the data and the studies that they have. If you click on like see full results, like I would never do this because it's overwhelming how much research and data they put into this. But if you are one of those people that wants to see all of the data behind it, they have it available publicly for you to look at on the Trika website. So check them out. This is the rod that I'm thinking is going to be one of my favorites this year. And it's loading like super slow, but like they've got, you can see they compared them to $355, $660, $735 rods. You can see where the casting is. This is interesting. Rod 5, a $300 rod. Rod broke during cast 6 and averages from the first 5 casts. So they didn't even penalize them, but dang, that is interesting. Where's the $299 Trika rod cast 160 average feet. They've got temperatures. They've got a 1 ounce weight. Like this is like the amount of lab vibration test results. These were done back in 2022. Like you can see, like they put a lot of time and effort and science into this. So I'm excited to try these rods out this year. If I don't choke here first. All right. Next thing that I want to talk about here is the Blue Storm, which I don't know how long they've been around, but I just recently saw them popping up. This is a PFD, a life jacket, a life preserver, personal flotation device, PFD. And what this is one of their highest end ones. It's the Cryptic Arcus 40. And it's got a really cool pattern on it. I think what I really appreciate about some of these companies with PFDs is PFDs are a critical component of your setup, right? It's a life safety device. Be smart out on the water, wear your life vest. It's not that big of a deal. You don't look goofy with it, especially when you get some of these really sweet looking ones. And so like they're worth it. I have my my kayaking one, which is a little bit of a heavier duty one because it's not an inflatable one that I have on my boat right now that I use. The nice thing about having one that's not an inflatable one is even if you don't have it on you, so say like you're not moving in the water, you're just casting, and it's a super calm day, you don't need it on, right? It still counts as a personal flotation device because it's not an inflatable. Inflatables, at least in the state of Minnesota, I'm not sure where you guys are all from, but in the state of Minnesota, an inflatable life jacket like this has to be on the body to count as a life jacket on board because it needs to be worn in order to work. So that is something to know about. And so I think it's really cool that they put the time, effort, and research into building these products that are super comfortable. They've got a lot of high-tech things built into them, and they look really nice. So there's 2 new color patterns that they have in the Cryptic Arcus 40. It's not cheap, but you buy it once, you're going to use it for a very long time, and it's potentially going to save your life, right? They've got the camel one, and then they've got a blue camel one as well. I'm going to take a drink of water while you guys look at this thing. So this is awesome. And what you can see on the inside here is there, again, a lot of technology and science that goes into this. Is this float inflation bladder that they have on these life vests has a special material on it for it to be extra reflective, which is pretty cool. So we're going to talk a little bit about it. So it's got the glow spot. So this is talking about that inflation bladder that's on it. The technology, glow spot technology by EES, comprises of retro-reflective, multi-layered technical textile with increased light reflectance. The outermost layer contains a mixture of highly reflective particles embedded in a polymeric material distributed over a large surface area, causing light to reflect back to its source with minimal scattering and absorbance. The inner functional layer, embedded with thermoplastic polymers, undergo heat treatment for reinforced adherence. What does it mean for you? It means that the air chamber in the vest will be more visible and easier to spot in low light than a traditional air chamber. Higher visibility means if the vest has been deployed in an emergency situation, you may get spotted faster. It also glows. So like if we look at this here, this is how you can see how reflective it is. When light shining on it, you can see all of the reflective particles that are on it. Highly reflective, durable, remarkably light and flexible. Technical features, it has 40 pounds of buoyancy in it, right? That is massive. This is a Type 2 PFD, portable vest, flotation device. Automatic inflation. So it's got 1F inflation mechanism, activates when fully immersed in water via a replaceable CO2 cylinder. It also has manual inflation with the pull of the jerk to inflate pull tab that you can see down here. So it's automatic and manual. It has an emergency whistle inside of it tied to this thing. That emergency whistle can be heard from over a mile away. It has a beacon attachment strap. So if you wanted to put a beacon on it, you could as well. And plus it also has your backup where you can blow in it in order to inflate it as well. So it's got soft breathable 3D mesh, which is the mesh here that we're looking at. That helps you in the heat of the day stay cool, comfortable in this thing. It also has dual adjustment points in terms of the straps. There's 2 points where you can adjust the strap for your body fit. Memory foam back pads, which I think is awesome. On the back here, you've got memory foam back pads to make it super comfortable for you. It's got a zippered pocket on it up here on the front, so you can put your phone, your keys, or something like that in here. It's got multiple attachment points on it, which you can see here. So this is like a D-ring attachment point. So if you wanted to put your safety harness for your throttle on it, it's got a quick burst zipper. So you'll notice this is zippered on here, which I really like when they're zippered shut like this. It allows the PFD to inflate quickly because it's a quick burst zipper. They look really cool. Rearming and repacking is super easy. They've got instructions on here. Again, not super cheap, but it's the kind of thing where you buy it once and then all you got to do is make sure it's charged and you can replace those whenever that frequency is. I'm not sure 100% how frequently you need to do the rearming, but let's see what the rearm kits cost. $36 for a rearming kit. And so you get the nozzle and you get this little yellow thing here. Important details. I wonder if it tells you how frequently they have to be inflated. Doesn't say, but I'm looking at getting this guy. I'm probably going to put it on my lookout for list to see if this thing drops on sale. I'm not a fan of buying things at full price, especially in today's economy, but I definitely go for this if it was on sale. I think that I actually signed up. I'll have to check my email. A lot of these websites have where when you go to them for the first time, of course, they have free shipping, 99 and up. But they have like a pop-up on the screen that comes up and it says like, enter your email and you get 10 or 15% off your first order. I think this website had it. I've had this page up since yesterday, so I'm not 100. I don't remember. But if I can get 10 to 15% off, I'd definitely buy this thing and I'll let you know how it works out. But it looks pretty freaking awesome. All right. While we're talking about the PFDs, a brand that I think we all know a lot about is Mustang Survival. This is probably one of the most popular brands of inflatable PFDs that are out there on the market. And I just wanted to show you in comparison, right? So we were looking at this guy. You see, so this is the true like cryptech pattern. And I think it says in here, where does it talk about the cryptic pattern? Like there's actually, oh dang, it's not on this page. It must have been on another page, but it said something like the cryptech pattern. So this camo pattern is actually proven to be by the US like Army or something like that, military or something, proven to be the best camouflage pattern known in the United States Army. And so that is really cool. And it looks really nice too, right? You look at this in comparison to this. Granted, different investment price points in terms of cost, probably different quality of product And then also you're looking at just different uses as well. So like if you were different times of the year, you're going to maybe be in more of an environment where this is going to blend in as well. But in terms of like, look at this on a guy and then look at this on a guy. Granted, you're not buying this just for the looks. You're buying it for the functionality and all the quality things that we had already talked about. But isn't it cool if it actually looks pretty BA at the same time? But this is definitely a great product. Something that maybe I'll pick one of these up as well when they go on sale, just to have for when I get extra boaters coming up, extra people out on the boat with me as well. But this is from Mustang Survival. This is a new one this year. They had the MIT inflatable PFD previously, which are on sale. I think they're like 20% off right now through their website. Yeah, right here. The MIT 100 manual inflatable and the MIT 100 automatic inflatable PFDs, normally $169, $139 in there. $28 off and $34 off. Because those are last year models, 20% off. This is the new one because it's both. It's convertible between automatic and manual. So that's what they came out with this year, and it is in the mossy oak shadow grass blades. So that's this pattern is shadow grass blades. I'm not a hunter, so I don't know a ton about the different camo patterns, but that is what they're talking about here. So while we're on that topic, what I wanted to show you here is West Marine has a deal going right now on those Mustang Survival PFDs. These aren't this exact same one, but they do have many of them on sale. So I'll link all, like always, I'll have everything linked down below after the show's over. I'll get the links in there. But you can see they've got sale prices on nearly all of the Mustang PFDs that are out there, depending on your use case, depending on your budget, depending on what you're looking for. They've got a Youth Rev foam vest PFD as well for $47.99, down from $60. They got some really good deals. And this is a very good brand name in terms of what you're looking at for PFDs that are out there. I highly recommend this brand. I've used it before myself. So tonight's episode is brought to you by the one and only, the FGTN Newsletter. That's right. We are supporting our own podcast tonight. If you have not signed up already to the FGTN Newsletter, please do so. Down below, there'll be a link to it. Otherwise, you can go to at.fish/N newsletter. Otherwise, again, the link is down below, and you can just drop your email in here. Once a month, we do a newsletter. We've had one edition go out earlier this month. We'll have another one here in the next couple of weeks going out where it talks about new gear releases, hands-on reviews, gear comparisons, exclusive deals, 5-minute reader less. The idea is we've got pictures in there. We've got links to the things that you want to see, whether you want to see a video on it, you want to read more about it, or you want a direct link to the product, or you want a promo code. We got it all jam-packed in there. So hopefully that's helpful to you. Another bonus of signing up to the newsletter is you get direct access email to me. If you reply to the email that you get in the newsletter, and I put this down at the bottom, you can actually email me directly, and I will reply back to you. It may take me a little while just because my inbox is swamped all the time, but I will get back to you. And I really appreciate everybody that signs up for this. It's a great way to support the channel. So thank you so much for that. All right. Lure Palooza. We're on to our deals for the night. So Fish USA has some deals going right now called Lure Palooza. Buy $100 of lures, you get $10 off. Buy $150, you get $20 off. Buy $250, you get $50 off. All you got to do, I'll have this link down below. You click shop now, and it will bring you to this page right here. No, it will not. It will bring you to, I'm jumping all around here. It will bring you to this page, which is actually still not the right page. It will bring you to their lure page. It should bring you to this page right here. Let me pull it up here. Fishing baits and lures, 1,958 items. It should be this page. And essentially what you're going to do, it tells you right here, up to $50 off lures. This retail me not add in that I got here is telling us as well, BASH 50. So that's what they got here. Promo code BASH 50. The offer is valid 4/22 until midnight. So this says that it's not valid anymore, but I did try it earlier today and it was still valid. So maybe it's still going on. I'm not going to talk a lot about it, but make sure you check it out because I think it is still going on. Could be wrong, but I think it is still going on. So they got their fishing bait and lures page. A couple other things I want to talk about. They've got quite a few clearance products right now. So some of these items that I want to talk about in here, the Acme Tackle Tungsten Penju Ice Jig. This is one of my favorite ice jigs that I was using this last year, $3.97. So that is on sale right now. That is a pretty good lure. They've got the Hyper Rip for $3.50. That's half off right now. That's a really good lure. You could get some tip up line for $1 off right now. They've got 366 items in their clearance bin. So check that out if you are interested in it. Next up, one of the things that I wanted to talk about is you will see this product right here is kind of a hot product out on the market right now in terms of lures. It's Kalins Google Eye Tungsten Search Bait. I'm a huge fan of Acme Tackle, who owns Kalins. I think that this is a great product. It works well. Tom Boley, I think most of us know who Tom Boley is. If you watch anything around walleye fishing, you've probably heard of Tom Boley. He's a massive YouTuber that focuses on fishing for walleye. And he works with Acme Tackle, right? And so he's always promoting a lot of their stuff. This is one of the baits this year that he's really tuned into and is highly recommending. The thing that I will call out is not to take business away from Acme, but you will see here Kalins Google Eye Tungsten Search Bait, $8.99 to $12.99. There is another product that is similar that is cheaper. It is the Walleye Nation Creations Death Jig Rig. It is similar. It is not the same, but it actually has a stinger hook on it in addition to the treble hook. Whereas if we look at Kalins, it just has the one individual hook on it. Not saying one's better than the other, just saying they're a little bit different. This one has, of course, I don't know if it's patented. Maybe it's patented. The Google Eye part of the tungsten on there, whereas the Walleye Nation Creations does not have a Google Eye, but it has the what is it called? The hieroglyphic, or like the where it's reflective, almost like a mirror type finish on it. And I do not believe this is tungsten, so this is going to be lead as well. But what you're looking at here, if you were interested and wanted to try it out, heck, maybe you're going to have better luck with this one. Maybe you're not. $8.99 to $12.99 versus $4.99 to $5.49. It could save you a couple bucks. I'll link them both down below. And again, make sure you're dropping in bait 40 in checkout to see if you can save a little bit of money as well through that promo they got going. This guy right here, we were just talking a little bit about Tom Boley. Well, guess what? Fish USA actually has a Tom Boley lure bundle. So if you're a walleye person, this could be a good deal for you. What do they got in the bundle? Let's take a peek. They've got the Hyper Hammer TT replacement tails, a couple of Hyper Hammers. They got Castmaster DRs. These are fantastic for ice fishing and open water. The Rattlemaster, that is my favorite spoon right now, specifically for ice fishing. I have not been out open water fishing yet this year. I'm rigging up the boat right now, so hopefully next weekend I will be able to get out. Hopefully next Sunday is the goal right now, but we'll see if that shifts. I've got a lot of videos coming out on the channel right now around all the rigging that I'm doing. I think I've got 7 lined up to come out, so stay tuned to the channel for that. Pretty exciting stuff. We got Hyperglides in here. We got the V-Rod, Ice Winder, Hyper T, Stubbsy, Hyper Rip, and then some jackknife jigs. These are the ones that have that side hook on them as well, which is pretty awesome. So what is the deal they got going? It's $140. You get all that product, and it's over $140 value. But wait, it gets better. If you add 2 of these to your cart, we're going to do it right now. If we add both of them and we go to view our cart, what we're going to see, oh, by the way, P-Line is still on sale if you are interested through the 30th of the month. We talked about that last week as well. Okay, come on, people. So what you're going to see here is there's 2 of them in here. I don't know why. Maybe you got to go to checkout. I don't know why it did it. Oh, here we go. Evidently, you only need to put 1 in your cart. So it's like the P-Line, you got to put 2 in and then you get 1 free. Tom Boley Lure Bundle, you put 1 in your cart, you pay $140 for it, And then you'll see they automatically added another one for free. So it's buy one, get one free right now, automatically, no code needed. It doesn't tell you that anywhere on the website. So don't be goofed or fooled about it. It's $140, but you actually get 2 of the bundles for that price, which is kind of a pretty cool deal. Holographic. Thank you, Rich. Thank you, Blaine. You guys nailed it. Russ, what up, AT? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, man. Thanks for tuning in. All right. Keep going on the deals here. So Shields has some deals going right now. They've got up to $1,500 off electronics currently. So you can click on all electronics, save on electronics. They've got a ton of different things on sale right now. So the Garmin EcoMap UHD 93 Live Scope Plus bundle deal, yo Bob, is $23.99. This is it's an okay deal. I wouldn't go out and buy this deal. I would build one. 17 plus 6 is 23. It comes with probably a GT54. I mean, it's about the same price as if you were to pay full sale price retail for each of these products. So it's about the same price. So it's not a horrible deal, but you can definitely find better deals on it than that right now. This is a good deal. This has been on sale now for a couple of weeks. The Garmin Echo Map Ultra 106 SV without the transducer for $899. If you want to step up to that 10-inch Ultra screen, this is the Ultra 1, not the Ultra 2. So it does not have the wireless networking built into it or some of the other features that the new Ultra 2s have. You cannot screen record on this like you can on the Ultra 2. But for $900, if you're not trying to screen record, this is the one that I would buy all day rather than paying double the price just to get the Ultra 2. There's a 12-inch version for $38 with the bundle. Not going to go through all this stuff, but they got some pretty cool things in here. So check out the sale deals that they got going on. Up to 40% off rods, reels, combos. Lots of really cool things. I'll have a link down below. All right. Fishfest at Joe's. If you are local to the Twin Cities area, Minnesota, there is a store called Joe's Sporting Goods. They have their Fish Fest going on this week, April 22nd to the 26th. We're halfway through it. Actually, not quite yet. Tomorrow is halfway through it. It started yesterday, and they've got free seminars going all week, and they've also got a lot of sale deals. So I'll probably swing in there. The 26th, what is that, Saturday? 26th is Friday. So here's what's interesting. I'm going to give Joe's a little bit of crap for it just because I can. It's all in fun. So they have Fish Fest. That's the 22nd through the 26th. That's Monday through Friday. When do most people work? Monday through Friday. When do they do the meet and greets? Right smack dab in the middle of the day. It's not in the evening time after people get off work, and it's not on the weekends, which I think is really interesting for the meet and greet and to have the show only Monday through Friday. But hey, if you can sneak out of work, go out on lunch break, get a half day, or you don't work a 9-to-5 job, go check them out. I bet you're going to find some good deals. They do have the free seminars at 6 p.m. So you can still go in, of course, Monday through Friday after you get off of work for these free seminars, but you're not going to be able to do the meet and greet, which is happening tomorrow. Cool. That's Joe's. Good dealio. All right. Bass Pro Shops. I'm just going to call it a couple of deals they got going right now. I'm a fan of the Rapala Rip and Wraps. They've got these guys 20% off right now. So $578 down from $729. Of course, it depends on the color and size that you have. This is just one of them that I got pulled up here. They also have the Berkeley Gulp Minnows, which are an awesome plastic as well, up to 26% off as well right now. And they've got their, what are they calling this thing? Walleye Madness sale going on right now as well, where they've got a few different things on sale, including, but not limited to, this guy right here. If you're into the Helix 8, you're looking for a Humminbird Helix 8. It's currently $500 off for $799. They've also got some good deals on reels. They've got the Shimano Sedona FL spinning reel right now, $20 off, which is up to 33% off. That is a great deal right there. They've got regular price on the live scope transducer. So check it out. There's a few things in here that are pretty good deal. This is a decent deal on the R12 lithium toolkit as well. West Marine, they have a deal going right now. If you're looking to get into Garmin, you want to use it ice fishing, you want to use it on your boat, but you're not like worried about having the biggest screen in the world. You just want to get into it to get started. This is actually a fairly good deal right now. Is the UHD 74 SV for $399, and it comes with the GT54 transducer. So if you're looking to get into Garmin with the ability to upgrade, this thing can run live scope on it. If you were to buy a live scope transducer later on, you could plug it into this and you could run it. You could run Panoptics on it as well. But for $399, you get a 7-inch UHD screen. UHD doesn't mean it's ultra high definition. What the UHD ultra high definition means is it can support the ultra high definition transducers. So that is what that means. The GT54 is their second best down view, clear view, side view transducer that they have. So this is like boat ready. Buy this, get it on your boat, and you have side imaging with one of the best side imaging transducers out in the market today. I'm not saying it's the best because it's definitely not. The GT56 is definitely better, but it is right up there with the competition. I'd say it's for sure in the top 10, if not the top 5. So it's a really good transducer. You get a little bit older maps on it, but that doesn't matter because that's just software. You can go online and buy the newer maps like Navionics and put them on this chart plotter. So it does not matter. You can always upgrade this thing in terms of getting better maps on it. The 74, the 4 is what maps come with it. That's why typically you see like a 93 or a 73 or something like that. It's just the map version that you get with it. So this is just saying you get coastal cartography with it, with Navionics data. So you're probably going to want to buy the latest and greatest Navionics maps with it if you want to. But if you're not worried about it, this is a sweet deal. We already talked about Trika last week, and I just pulled this up tonight. So that is what we have for the podcast episode for tonight. Hopefully you found some deals. Hopefully you found out about some of these cool new products, whether it's the Gatorback cover products for your bunks and the exciting price points that we saw here, the Reelview fishing. Let me know if you're looking at getting this thing. And then the Icon forward-facing Sonar rods. Not to mention all the other things that we talked about, the PFDs. Be safe out there on the water. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure you sign up for the FGTN newsletter if you haven't already. Let me know down in the comments below if you've checked out some new gear that I haven't talked about yet. I'd love to get it on an upcoming episode. And hopefully you have tight lines until next time that I talk to you. We will not be doing a live episode next week. I will try to get a video out instead. But just so you know, I will be out of the house next week during this time. So I will not be able to be on the live. So thank you so much. Look forward to connecting with a lot of you guys on social media. And until next time, take it easy.